Welcome to Space Matrix. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more updates. The future of the automobile isn't forged in steel, nor is it simply a matter of horsepower or chrome. It's being shaped in watts and volts, in the silent hum of electricity flowing through circuits and batteries. A silent, high-stakes conflict is underway. This is the Great Electric Vehicle War, a battle that will decide the fate of the world's roads for generations to come. Automakers old and new are locked in a struggle for dominance over the next century of transportation, each vying to become the face of the future. The legacy giants, Ford, GM, Volkswagen, have poured billions into catching up, seeing the end of gasoline and the rise of electric cars as both a threat and an opportunity. They refuse to be left behind, determined to reinvent themselves and prove their relevance in a rapidly changing world. On the other side, disruptors like Tesla, led by the relentless vision of Elon Musk, aiming not just to build electric cars but to redefine what a car can be. It's a clash of Detroit muscle versus Silicon Valley audacity, tradition versus innovation, experience versus bold new ideas. Every new model, every battery breakthrough, every software update is a move on a global chessboard, with billions of dollars and the future of mobility at stake. The winner will shape how we live, design our cities and power our world, influencing everything from urban planning to the energy grid. For years it was a stalemate. Tesla had the brand and tech, the old guard had scale and experience, and neither side seemed able to deliver a decisive blow. Their electric offerings, like the Mustang Mach-E and Cadillac Lyriq, were closing the gap, showing that the old giants could still innovate and compete. The future seemed destined for shared victory, a war of attrition where progress was measured in incremental gains and market share. But Musk doesn't play by the rules. He's always looking for the next leap, the next disruption. While others focused on batteries and charging, Musk was preparing a secret weapon, something that could change the entire landscape overnight. He was about to make a move so bold, so unexpected, it could end the war in a single stroke and leave the competition scrambling to catch up. The industry was fighting yesterday's battles, clinging to old strategies while the ground shifted beneath their feet. Musk was ready to change the game entirely, to rewrite the rules and force everyone else to play catch-up. The world had no idea what was coming, but one thing was certain: the great electric car war was about to reach its most dramatic chapter yet. Electric vehicles promised a revolution, but persistent problems held them back. Range anxiety, the fear of running out of charge, remained the biggest psychological barrier. Long trips became logistical puzzles, not adventures. Automakers responded with bigger, heavier batteries, but that only raised costs. Charging times were another hurdle. Even the fastest chargers required long waits. For many, the inconvenience was a deal-breaker. The heart of every EV, the lithium-ion battery, was expensive, heavy, and reliant on ethically questionable mining. Batteries degraded over time and cold weather slashed range. The promise was simple: a car that just works. The reality was more complicated. These were the fundamental weaknesses that kept the electric revolution from conquering the world. On a crisp morning in Austin, as the city slowly came alive under a golden sunrise, something extraordinary was about to unfold. Elon Musk took the stage, not to reveal a new car or a software update, but to unveil a mysterious metallic object resting on a pedestal, shrouded in anticipation and secrecy. He called it the Mjolnir engine. This wasn't just a new motor, it was a declaration that the era of the electric car, as we knew it, was over. The crowd gasped, realizing they were witnessing a pivotal moment in automotive history. The Mjolnir engine represented a quantum leap forward, a powertrain so efficient it could generate surplus energy from the car's own motion, something previously thought impossible. It went beyond regenerative braking, reclaiming energy not just from slowing down but also from heat, air resistance and friction, while the car was still in motion. Musk boldly claimed that a Tesla equipped with the Mjolnir engine could actually recharge itself during everyday driving, turning every journey into a source of power. This wasn't perpetual motion, but it was something astonishingly close. Under optimal conditions, the car could theoretically travel indefinitely without ever needing to plug in. Range anxiety? That would become a thing of the past. Instead of a countdown to zero, the dashboard would display an energy surplus, flipping the entire concept of electric driving on its head. The announcement sent shockwaves through the entire automotive industry, leaving executives and engineers scrambling to comprehend what had just happened. It sounded like science fiction, almost too good to be true, but Musk's track record of turning the impossible into reality made it impossible to ignore. If even a fraction of Musk's claims were accurate, every other automaker had just been left in the dust, their strategies suddenly outdated. Billions invested in batteries and charging networks now seemed at risk of becoming obsolete overnight, as the industry faced a seismic shift. The EV war had a new, terrifying weapon, one that could change the balance of power for years to come. The rules of the game had changed overnight, and the world was left scrambling to catch up. How does the Mjolnir engine work? The secret is kinetic flux conversion. Traditional motors are efficient but passive. The Mjolnir engine is active. It uses nested, counter-rotating magnetic fields interacting with the environment and the car's own movement. Instead of wasting energy to heat and friction, it harvests it. Think of it as a wind turbine that catches the energy of the car's motion. The breakthrough new metamaterials in the engine's core, manipulating magnetic fields with precision. An onboard AI constantly optimizes the balance between propulsion and energy generation. The result? A dynamic energy ecosystem, not just a motor. The battery becomes a buffer, not the main energy source. Smaller, lighter, and cheaper batteries solve cost, weight, and ethical issues in one stroke. The Mjolnir engine redefines what an electric car can be. The Mjolnir announcement drew a stark line between Tesla and its rivals. Musk offered a future free from plugs and range limits. Legacy automakers clung to battery improvements and charging networks. Ford and GM had invested billions in battery plants, betting everything on incremental gains. The Mjolnir engine made those goals seem quaint. Why worry about range when Tesla promised near-infinite travel? Boardrooms panicked, engineers scrambled to replicate or debunk Tesla's claims. Publicly, rivals downplayed Mjolnir as unproven hype. But the comparison was brutal. Buy a car tethered to chargers, or a Tesla promising freedom from the plug. The value of every other EV was instantly damaged. The game had changed, and only Tesla held the winning hand. The Mjolnir engine's impact was immediate and seismic. Tesla's stock soared, rivals' shares plummeted. Investors saw the future, and it wore a Tesla badge. The entire EV supply chain was thrown into chaos. Charging station companies faced collapse. Mining firms saw demand for lithium and cobalt evaporate. Governments questioned their massive subsidies for battery plants and charging networks. The geopolitical race for lithium suddenly seemed irrelevant. The public was electrified. Pre-orders for Mjolnir Teslas crashed the company's servers. For millions, this was the breakthrough they'd been waiting for. The promise of a self-fueling car was a paradigm shift. The world was ready to leave the gas and charging stations behind. We stand at the edge of a future that was unimaginable just yesterday. The world is transforming before our eyes, and the possibilities seem endless. The Mjolnir engine is more than hardware. It's a catalyst for transformation. A leap forward that redefines what vehicles can be and how we interact with them. The era of energy storage limitations is ending. Kinetic freedom is here. For the first time, drivers can experience true liberation from the constraints of the past. The EV war is over. Musk didn't just win, he made rival strategies obsolete, forcing the entire industry to rethink its approach overnight. Legacy automakers face a desperate race to adapt or license Tesla's tech. Their survival now depends on embracing innovation at a pace never seen before. Their factories, supply chains, and even their very identities are on the line, as the old ways of building cars become relics of a fading era. Cities can be redesigned, the grid relieved, and the environmental cost of batteries slashed. Urban life itself will be reshaped by this new technology. This technology could ripple into trucking, shipping, even aerospace, revolutionizing how goods and people move across the globe. It's as significant as the invention of the internal combustion engine, a turning point that will be remembered for generations. The future is no longer about range or charging speed, but perpetual motion and true freedom, mobility without compromise. Cleaner air, less resource dependence, and a new relationship with transportation await. Our cities and our lives will be healthier and more connected. The age of kinetic mobility has begun, ushering in a new era of progress and possibility for everyone, and the world will never be the same. The dawn of this new age is just beginning.